What's good, brethren? Yes, man. Yes. You know, I wanted to do this video. I had it wrote down for a little bit, man. I just forgot to get around to it. But I want to talk today about, man, first of all, I hope everybody's doing well. And I'm currently going through this detox, man. Drinking a lot of green tea and trying to do a detox and lose some of this doggone wintertime weight, man. In Michigan, man, winter goes for 6 months, you know what I mean? Feel like 6-7 months around this month. Now we in mid-April, man, and start getting nice, man. You know, 70 degrees yesterday, man. 75, almost 80 degrees the day before, man. I'm sitting outside in that sun, getting baked, tanned, and crisped. You know what I mean? Shoot, that might not mean a lot to y'all. To us Michiganders, man, that's a lot, man. Jeez. I gotta get the heck out of this environment, man. You know? Shoot. It's a song that says it's cold out here in the D, man. Gosh, man. This you don't really, a lot of times, you don't really realize how, like, the environment is until it change. You know what I mean? You know, how difficult it is. It was like, man, 30 degrees a couple of weeks ago. I'm like, oh, bitter. Then hit up to almost 80. I'm like, oh. But see, yeah, the day's supposed to be around 70. So anyways, man, I just wanted to talk about that real quick because, yeah, I don't know. It's just feeling good, man. Thank God for that, dude, because Michigan sucks in these cold months, man. It literally be like 6-7 months of cold weather. Like the better weather be like right now, April, mid-April to like October, mid-October maybe, something like that. So that's like about 6 months. It's 5-6 months. You know what I mean? Other than that, it'd be cold, man. Michigan, whew. Yeah, enough of that. That ain't what I want to talk about. But anyways, I'm just thankful to have some, it just boosts my morale, man, to have some doggone nice weather, bro. I go for longer walks. I'm seeing a difference in my weight, my skin looking better. You know, yesterday I spent like 40 minutes in the sun, you know, just cooking, you know what I mean? Maybe about an hour. Laying down in the sun, maybe about 40, 50 minutes. But just being out in the environment, you know, going here, walking there, just walking. Maybe I spent probably 2 hours outside, man. You know what I mean? That's a morale boost, man. Just to change the environment. Anyways, some of the best things in life are absolutely free. Anyways, man, and now on to the video. I want to talk about hookup culture. Hookup culture, also known as feminism, also known as the matriarchy, also known as basically the American way of life, right? Also known as the Western, also known as like the European or white way of life. Free love, more so hubbed here in America. So, all right, I want to hookup culture. Let's go with this. I came to the conclusion, brothers, that I'm going to say this right here before I forget. If Adam was the first man and he owned the entire earth, he was king over the earth, and his woman Eve was his servant, and Adam he couldn't satisfy Eve because she always wanted more. Now, if the man who actually owned the entire earth can't satisfy and keep a woman basically in check, because women have free will, then who is me and you, bro? Freshly created Adam. Who is me and you? We just regular dudes trying to make our lives here and there. maybe dress a little bit better and maybe a little taller. And, but women have a... I'm going to say that brothers, don't take women leaving you so personally. It's her, like, innate nature to be like a kid in a candy store and to be out of line. And the second thing, so number one, if Adam can't, if she will not submit fully to Adam, and she want to search more and you go to greener pastures, the first man who owned it, who was the master of the entire earth, who are me and you? Secondarily, in the same example, the second thing I learned over my years is that women gravitate to evil. They gravitate to evil dudes, I should say, or bad dudes, or bad boys, right? So I had it, for example, now, I'll say this before I forget too, because I think it's important. There ain't no magic pill that they trying to sell you to dating coaches and stuff. Buy my book, buy my course. Come to my seminar, I'll teach you how to get chicks, right? There ain't no magic course. It's some things you can do. Well, let me say this before I go into that. Women more so gravitate to evil dudes or bad dudes or whatever. But that ain't even no guarantee that they gonna stay. Who do they always say the women want? Pookies and Chads, right? When they're young, tight, good-looking, fresh, they give up their bodies to Pookies and Chads. And guess what? That don't mean that they're going to stay with Pookie and Chads. Because when Pookie and Chaz is in jail or they, whatever, they going to jump on it. They're going to be huffing and puffing on another dude's wiener. So even being bad and being Pookie and Chad don't guarantee that the woman going to stay with you. Be a good dude, she very likely to cheat on you. Be a bad boy, so-called, then she might stick with you longer, right? She got more propensity to stick with you longer. But because of her nature is to seek out more pastures and greener pastures, she magnetized to the evil. And she very likely ain't gonna stick. There ain't no magic pill. They try to sell you a magic pill. Yeah. I liken majority of women to that woman that really sticks out to me, man. That really sticks out to me. So those two examples, before I give you this example like that woman on the road movie. Number one, a man, Adam, in the first example, who was a king, a master of the entire world. That wasn't enough for Eve. She wanted greener pastures. She wanted the power. Number two, being the Pookie and being the Chad don't guarantee she gonna stick with you. Why? Well, she might want 2 or 3 Pookies at one time. 2 or 3 Chads at one time. If you like a dude who's attractive to more women, like other women find you attractive, yes, she will be more attractive to that dude. But again, it's no guarantee. Look at these multimillionaires and billionaires. There ain't no magic pill, bro. It's either in her to be for the streets or in her to be linked and connected to one dude. And what's in her is going to come out. You see what I mean? But for my own self-preservation, and because I understand female nature, you have to have, that's why I always say it's good to love women, because I love women, but I'm not in love. I have to have control over my emotions. And women say, "Oh, I got told the other day, oh, you emotionally distant. It's a wall there." Okay. Well, so what? I got to protect myself. I understand female nature. The more I love you, the less they're going to be around you. The less they want to be around. And I'm not about to open myself up, you know what I mean? Because I understand female nature. And female nature is to go into the darkness. You know what I mean? Like, for example, that woman on the road movie. No, she was going through difficulty with her husband. It was going through I don't know if a nuclear bomb had dropped or whatever. And then now they was in the collapse, SHTF. And she couldn't handle it. She was like, she had to go. She had to go into the darkness. You know what I mean? She had to go in the greener pastures. I don't know. It's just something out there. She said, I just got to go. I just got to go. And that's how a lot of women is, man. Especially Western women. So now let's get into the video. I took a few, I just wanted to get those 2 points out there. There ain't no magic pill. And the dating coaches, they teaching you how to really deal in the... I can't speak for all of them, because some of them are good, and you know, if you want to deal... I don't even deal with... You know, I've read some of the books in the past and stuff, downloaded some for free, you know. But in general, I understand it's about dealing with the most dysfunctional women in the entire world. The most toxic, dysfunctional, high body count having, really morally bankrupt women in literally the entire world. That's what, in the Philippines, you don't need dating coaches. I mean, you know, I can't even say that, because I would say this, you don't need it, because I would put it like this. Why don't Brazilian men need dating coaches? Why don't Colombian men need dating coaches? It's because the environment that they're in is already a masculine environment where the women have to be in shape and compete for them, and the women do not have legal constructs in place like America does to decimate families, etc. You know what I mean? And it doesn't promote female nature, which is to leave, go to greener pastures, jump to the next dude, monkey brand. You know what I mean? It don't assist her. See, what America does, it through the financial and governmental safeguards and laws that's in place, it helps her transition from one, you know, dude to the next dude with a nice big fat bag of money. You see what I mean? Strip him of his resources, branch to the next dude, get his resources, branch to the next guy. It helps this transition. That's what the government does in America through divorce laws, child support laws, and all this stuff, family court. It assists this woman to get a bag, and it what's the best word? You know, it basically, because it basically feeds and funds female nature, bro, which is to go to greener pastures and to leave you, man. You know what I mean? So she don't have it ain't no negative consequences for her. Well, I want to be with this dude. She got the itch to ride the carousel. Give me half of everything I've earned. I'll play victim. Give me the kids. Have the new dude around the kids. I seen that the other day. This new dude, one dude I know, he locked up her dude, and then his kids that he got with her. Now he locked up. They, you know, all around the new dude. And she's all, you know, bouncing and capping, you know, the dude got more money, you know what I mean, than the previous dude. And so now this new dude is in her house, you know what I mean? And that, so it's like, that's what women do. And this is choreographed, and it is, you know, set in place by the actual government itself. So women, it is no shame. Women are funded to do these horror transitions. So, anyways, man, let's talk about the benefits of hookup culture. Hookup culture, man, and it's a definition I'm going to go through. It's hedonism. Hookup culture promotes hedonism. And also, before I get into this, I want to let you brothers know that from my personal experience, I've had females since I've been 14 and maybe earlier, but I don't even remember my first sexual experience. But what I'm saying is I'm not nobody just living in my mom's basement, you know, chronically playing video games and masturbating and, you know what I mean, some fat dude in my mom's basement with no life experiences. Like that dude on the Surrogates movie, a fat white dude playing video games and eating syrup and waffles and sausages and stuff while playing video games and chronically masturbating. You know what I mean? And that fat, greasy dude that's not me. You know what I mean? I've had the Surrogates movie. That dude was But anyways, I'm a brother that I ain't no super ultra player and all that. You know, I had millions of women. I ain't no Will Chamberlain, etc. But I done had a few broads, a few hoes, etc. And so what I'm saying is I come from the experience of having women early in my life to my detriment, as well as, I've been married, as well as, some would call me a player and stuff. But, I know a few things about a few broads, and I've come to these conclusions. And these conclusions, like I said before, what I tell my sons is be a nerd, make your money, get your passport, and be all about your business, play your video games, have fun, and don't have sex with these dirty hoes, and go abroad, get a wife. These are things I tell my son. If I had to do it over, I wouldn't even I would be a virgin with the same knowledge I got now. Oh, man, I don't know, man. You know how you always say, if I was younger, knowing what I know now, you know what I mean? But that's it, man. Knowing what I know now is what I tell my sons. You know what I mean? Get your money right, etc. Don't be even dealing with these dumb hoes, and don't. I be teaching them like what I'm telling y'all is blatant. I be telling them pretty much as blatant as I'm telling you guys, man. Because these are my sons. I care about them, and I don't want them. And I don't want. See, it's kind of like I want my sons to have the wisdom and the knowledge of reality, right? Of real life experience and dealing with women from my perspective, kind of thing. How you say, wisdom, right? Whereas, like, for example, you might have a guy, you have guys like, okay, you got your Pookies and your Chads, right? And they growing up in high school, and stuff, and growing up, they always had chicks or was able to get chicks or whatever. Then you had, the other path, the other guy that may not have he might not have no chicks or one chick that liked him, and now he's 25, 30. So you got different paths, right? So the Pookies and the Chads, they essentially get the broads when they're young and good looking and fresh. And maybe the dudes are tall or whatever, or popular or whatever it is that attract a specific female to these dudes. And he don't have to be he'll be 6 feet tall. He can be whatever it is that attract these chicks. It's a variety. Yeah, it's a variety of reasons. He's tall, dark, and handsome. Oh, he's short, stocky, and aggressive. Or he reminds me of my father. Oh, he got tattoos. Oh, he's a bad boy. He's cussing out the teacher. So many variables. See, then you have the other dude who has the other path, who he's not attractive. Women don't really find him attractive like that in his youth. You know what I mean? And growing up, and this is what you hear about. A dude to say, oh, I earned all this. I built myself up. You know what I mean? I built myself up. Now I'm good in my career. You know what I mean? And now I'm 30, 35. I'm coming to my own strides, right? And, he's had it's kind of like, you got dudes who maybe, women like because they're good looking or whatever. And then, they just been getting chicks. Not millions and all that, but they've been getting chicks throughout their youth. And so getting chicks is something easy. Whereas you had not even spending money on them, just getting, that's kind of been my experience personally. I ain't no super good looking dude and all that. I ain't saying all that. But I've had a chick or two, you know what I mean? So my point growing up is what I'm saying. So, but then you had the other guy he had to earn his and build himself up and stuff. The problem is that these women have been banged out and ran through by the Pookies and the Chads. You know what I mean? And so now the simp retirement plan is how she looking at it, is like the dude who really couldn't get no women, you know what I mean? She gonna basically be bailed out by that dude. Give him the goods that when she late 20s, 30s, 40s. Now I'm ready to settle down. You know what I mean? That's very insulting, But I would tell the brother, even if no matter what, I would say, man, just basically, man, look, just be nerdy. Don't even deal with these females. They just, just go overseas, chill, and different things. And that's what I tell my son. Be a nerd, don't impregnate none of these hoes, because this is all a trap. It's set up for you to take serious losses. Anyways, but yeah. But But I just thought about it. I feel sad for the dudes who had to, build it up, and then you can get the same chicks that the Pookie and Chads get regularly with no effort, man. You know what I mean? It sucks. But it is the genetic kind of, this dude is tall. Okay, how can you beat him? You're only, 5 foot, whatever. So you're not tall. You're not 6 foot, 6 foot, whatever, plus. So some people this dude don't look physically attractive as other dude. You know what I mean, man? So my point is, I don't even know what really my point is that you don't want to be having a mentality, okay, now I've arrived. Because what I'm basically saying is this. In this hookup, hedonistic horror culture of America, the dude who says, okay, now I've arrived, I'm quote, quote, high value, you know what I mean? He gonna get the same used up women, because the majority of these women is out here for the streets. The Pookies and the Chads, they smash them easy, or the dude with the cash. He tricking them, you know what I mean? So what I'm saying is don't value yourself predicated upon whether you are accepted or rejected by used up street women, which is the majority of American women. Don't let their acceptance, I know it's, easier said than done, but maybe you could tell this to your sons and stuff too. Don't let the acceptance or rejecting of females, rejecting or accepting you, get you down too much. You know what I mean? Because there's many Pookies and Chads that's in prison behind the same good-looking, because of the same chicks that they smashed. A lot of these Pookies and Chads is locked up behind child support because they the ones smashing these hoes. So now they locked up. It don't really benefit. It's the hookup culture. It's kind of like they elevate, oh, I'm alpha because I can smash these, all these different 304s. But then it's like, you ain't more alpha than the legal system that empowers these 304s. And when she get tired of Pookie and Chad, she get tired of all the excitement, she want to jump to another Pookie and Chad and have these 2 Pookie and Chads fight the next 2 Pookie and Chads. One's dead and one's in prison. Then she jump on the next Pookie and Chad. Like, it ain't no guarantee that's going to keep this woman linked to you. But I would say the best thing, is just to care about yourself more than her. And always come from a power position and don't care about her too much. Because when you start caring too much, then she don't want to be with you no more. It's, a lot of men probably suffer from abandonment issues when it comes to dealing with women in America, in Western, I'll say America specifically. I think that's what because you got men, when I say abandonment issues, I mean, your woman could be, leave you, and not just your woman, but just women in general, you know what I mean? This is what they say, ghosting. Or you call her, like everything went right, and then poof, she's vanished. Like, dang, what's this? So then you're like, oh, that's how women move. So now I'm not going to get too connected. That's kind of how that happened to me too. A woman be like, all into you and all that. And then you hook up a couple times or whatever. And hey, how's it going? And I'm doing good. How you doing? Blah, 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 blah. And then next thing you know what I mean? Like, you call her, hey, what's up? You find out a chick got a man. You're like, whoa! Like, or she ghosted and she was, she jumped on another ride on the carousel. You see what I mean? You're like, wow, no warning. So after a couple times of that, you're like, wow, I got to guard my heart, guard my emotions because this was a cool chick. She cooks, she clean. So what I'm saying is that you can't, for your own self-preservation, do not value her acceptance or her rejecting of you too much at all. Because she for the streets, for the most part. Even if she come over, cook, clean, and cash you out, enjoy it while you have it, but realize, as I said before, have one hand open to receive the chick and another hand open, like to say, blessings come in and blessings go, let her come in, bless you, and then just keep the door on your other hand open, knowing that it's likely, like that chick on the road movie, she's going to recede into the darkness. That's how these chicks is, man. If you keep that, yeah, you emotionally distant. It's a discipline. You're emotionally distant. Yeah, I'm emotionally distant because I understand that opening up to you is dangerous for me. And you ain't that important to get that close to me. Because female nature is that she gonna leave. You know what I mean? So even with me, man, I had man, even speaking of women being, I had this chick talking about, I was in, yeah, maybe like a couple times, but she was like, oh, I could tell, I'll have my glasses on, looking nerdy and stuff. I'm up here in a, was it bar? It was kind of like I can't call it a pub. It was a club mixed with a bar, but it wasn't like just a club. It was kind of unique, but I love pool, man. I love shooting pool. So I shot pool up there a lot. I love pool, but I ain't really all that super great at it. But I love going there just to shoot pool and look at the stupid lions. At that point, before they got super great. But I don't really care about the lions now, even though they really good now. But yeah, just go out there, shoot pool, and you see some chick eyeballing you or getting in your proximity. Hey, how you doing? Strike up a conversation. But I was sitting there watching a game, and some chick, white chick come up, hey, how you doing? Strike up a conversation. So whatever. Oh, hey, how you doing? I'm just relaxing. See, they come to you sometimes. And then I'm like, oh, hey, how you doing? This and that, acting all nerdy. She was like, no, I recognize you. And she got a little tipsy a little bit. Like, you're a player. You're a player. I was like, player? Whatsoever do you mean? No, I know you. I was like, oh, okay, I don't know you, but so basically what I'm saying is women know the type of dudes, man. And then we end up doing our thing and cheeks. But the point is, after a while, she disappeared too. So even if she choose you, it's another dude she choosing too. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't like, don't internalize her accepting and rejecting you as your real value. You know what I mean? You got to have self-value. You know what I mean? So, and, but yeah, so what I'm saying, even her knowing that I was so-called I was playing the game of dealing with women, basically. But she called me, yeah, I know, yeah, you're a flirt, you're a player. But I was dressed nice and, just regular, button-down shirts, some dress, shoes, and just looking decent. But, had my glasses on. Oh, no. She, even if you a nerd looking, she know that women know this stuff. Anyway, my point is this. Let's go. What I'm saying is that ain't even enough to keep a chick. You know what I mean? So your a man's ability or inability to keep a chick or not keep a chick, don't internalize that, bro. You know what I mean? 'Cause I think too much importance has been placed on the female here in America. And these are the least valuable females in the entire world because they are the most liberated, the most hedonistic, and the most feminist. It's crazy because these are women who have the highest standards, but not for Chad and Pookie. Not when they're young, tight, you know what I mean, and good looking. They just, oh, he looks good. Oh, yeah. I've had them experience. I don't really like to even speak about it, but, the backseat experiences after, meet her that night. I had some of those, you know what I mean? Quick, no money involved. If she like you, she'll go. Then you find out after a while, she gonna float off to the next dude. It's like, dang, it was just my turn, you know what I mean? And he like, dang, I actually like this chick. So then I kind of, you can develop some abandonment, like, dang. So now I gotta be shielded because just because she like me don't mean nothing. You know what I mean? Like, dang, this is a cool chick. Then you're like, wow, you just left my life. You know what I mean? Like, wow, let's keep this going, I done had chicks buy me drinks. Hi, how you doing? And all that. Oh, yeah, cool. It's kind of like, just let it come and let it go, man. It's a discipline, man. Versus, I got a chick. Versus the desperation thing. I got one. I got one. I got to hold on to it. I got to hold on. You don't want to be that man because if you put all your time and energy into this female, she gonna sense your desperation and sniff it. You know what I mean? You got to care about yourself more, man. Like, It's easy to tell men it's just have an abundance mentality. Women have an abundance mentality. It's easy to say that. But for a dude who ain't getting women like that, or he got a woman, but she giving him the indication that she might leave this dude, and you telling this dude to have an abundance mentality, like, the dating coach, just have an abundance mentality. You gotta change your self and change your environment, you know what I mean, and put yourself in more of a position to win, you know what I mean? And you can't just change yourself. Just think positive thoughts. You know what I mean? As you're in a sinking cesspool desert called America, you know what I mean? Just think positive thoughts. I was thinking about the thought that just came to my mind, talking about the power of environment. I know I'm kind of dragging this out. Let's go. But it's like that one scene, and I forgot what Star Wars movie, but it was the pit worm or something like that, the sand worm, or whatever. And basically, this dude, what was it? It was like a pit, and at the bottom of the pit, it was this worm creature that was just devouring whatever was thrown in there and stuff. It's like being being positive. Think positive thoughts as you're trying to get away from this sandworm while you're descending down to this sandworm creature and trying to grab onto this and that so you can pull yourself up. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that. That's the visual I get. Just think positive thoughts. That's kind of how it is when a lot of dating coaches and kind of just tell you, you just need to change yourself. Change, build yourself up, just make six figures real quick, as though it's just that easy to just make six figures. You know what I mean? Like, just up yourself, but then the in and out of jail broke Chad and Pookie don't have to do that, and they get the chicks for free, and women, you know what I mean? So, but it's like, but Pookie and Chad don't need a course to teach them how to get chicks, because nature has given them whatever, maybe tall or good looking, whatever, already done given them. You know what I mean? Whatever physical leverages that will help them to get chicks quick. But then they got another percentage of dudes. I think this is more pronounced, man, the need for dating coaches and stuff, more so in America, bro, because of all of the feminism causes women to be wanting to go for the top dudes, and but yet regular dudes, they a lot of times don't get chicks until they build themselves up financially and can be the dude, like her retirement plan to save her. You know what I mean? After she's been ran through by all these different dudes, now she want a decent dude. You know what I mean? But it's insulting. You know what I mean? So never be that dude that you have to settle. I think a lot of the whole passport bros movement, the majority of it is like the energy behind it is like, yeah, you got some simps and tricks, and they doing simping and tricking here, and you could get more bang for your buck abroad. Yeah, that's true. But you also have dudes who literally, which I think is a majority of dudes who's, hey man, they're like, yo, these Western women are trash. I'm going over to another country. Look at what I got here. These chicks are better. These Western women are trash. So I look at my wife, look at my girlfriend. And so men are having those powerful experiences. I think the majority of men is having, I have no way to quantify this, but, most dudes is talking about, look at my wife, look at my girlfriend and stuff like that. And just like here, you're going to have dudes who are simps and tricks. Number two, you have guys who want to have relationships with women. And number three, you're going to have dudes just players and, like that, who can get women easy and stuff. They can get them easy locally, and they can get women locally, get women abroad easy. I think the majority of men would be number two, dudes seeking relationships and stuff. So, hey man, if you got to do what you got to do. So this is what I was thinking about, like, but let's go into this hedonism. Let's go into this. Hedonism. The definition of hedonism is the pursuit of pleasure and sensual and self-indulgence. The pursuit of pleasure and sensual self-indulgence. Basically a kid in a candy store. And that's what America promotes for women, is to pursue their pleasures. Hedonism. She want to be with this dude, or she want to be with multiple dudes at the same time in the same room in the same bed. She want to do this. She want to have a dude who is financially secure, but she also want. I seen this chick was interviewed, and she was talking about she's dating 5 dudes right now, something like that. You know what I mean? So it's like she had one dude to lay pipe, the other dude is emotional tampon. I seen another chick. She said she had a spreadsheet full of dudes. You know what I mean? Talking about this dude is for this dude is for that, dinner date dude, this and that. And dude, when in society be so deprived of decent females, you know what I mean? This goes back to the desperation factor. They be so deprived of decent. Women is not raised here in America to be wives and to be dedicated and to be clean and virgins. They raised to be whores. They raised to be for the streets. And so that works for the Pookies and the Chads because, they can clean up and just hit her quitter. You know what I mean? But then again, it doesn't work for them because it works for them so far as getting the women. But then these same dudes have, 5 baby mamas. So you already know, I'm alpha, I'm tall, I lay the pipe down, you know what I mean? I got muscles, But nigga, you still gonna be in and out of them child support courts. So are you more alpha than this stupid family court system? Y'all see what I mean? Judging oneself alpha because you can lay down with monkey branching prostitutes is a bad self-judgment, in my opinion. And I've been guilty of that too. I mean, because you like, oh, well, yeah. But then when you look at it, it's like, man, it's all traps. It's all snares. The system is rigged, even against the Pookies and the Chads. They just going to be getting the chicks. But this dude, he had 19 kids and like 7, 8 baby mamas. That's prison. I mean, what's going on? They're not all working together. They're not like polygynous situation, organized polygynous situation. She got her other dudes. You know what I mean? She might have it's just really bad. But in this society, see, it allows women to pursue pleasure. They like Daquan, they like Pookie, they like Chad, they like Brad, they like Nook Nook. You know what I mean? And so now they getting pumped and piped, and now they having all these kids by a different dude. So now you alpha, but you still going in and out because now she's tired of Chad. She tired of that particular Chad and Pookie. Now it's time to get another one. And I had an argument or whatever, and Pookie's highly emotional, maybe hit her with a left straight, you know what I mean, with a check hook, Mike Tyson style. And she got hyped, called police, now Pookie's in prison. Well, Pookie has a child with Keisha, you know what I mean? And at one time, you know what I mean, Keisha was all in him because what? He's Pookie and Chad. But now, he ain't alpha no more in her mind, so now she jumped to another Pookie and throw this dude where? In jail. Well, he's already in there because of domestic. And now that he's in there, well, she don't like him no more anyway. She done moved on. Now let's go ahead and throw some charges on him for this child support. Y'all see what I mean? It's like, it's like to judge oneself alpha predicated upon how many used harlots you can acquire in a harlot system is not a good self-evaluation, man. And when you really sit down and look at it. So hedonism is the pursuit of pleasure and sensual self-indulgence. So basically doing too much, pursuing pleasures like women, they want multiple dudes. And a few dudes who have access to multiple women, they be overdoing it, or if he laying with somebody else's wife, or, stuff like that, and just doing too much. So, in my opinion, some notes I had here, man. Being in a toxic environment like this upsets a man who's like a wise man. Once you understand this stuff, and like I said, I'm coming from the perspective of having a few chicks here and there. But I ain't, my point is, I ain't like some bitter dude, that ain't never had women. I'm just, my point is, I ain't bragging or nothing. I'm just saying that I understand the perspectives. And when I sit back and look at it, I'm like, wow, this is all trash. I got caught up in the system. dealing with some, it ain't no specific. It was a black woman, yeah, but it ain't no specific. Chad get caught up dealing with Becky, or who would be the equivalent of Keisha? Karen. Chad get caught up dealing with Karens, you know what I mean? Karen gonna take Chad to the, so it ain't really no racial thing. It's really predicated upon the legal system that empowers women of all races here in America. So let's go, man. But being in this environment is not really good for families. And I'm going to go through a list. So, a free, liberated hookup culture, such as America, this type of culture, this type of society, empowered by the legal system, empowered by the family court system, which you ain't more alpha than and I ain't either. I don't care how many weights you lift. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care how big your wiener is. I don't care how good you dress. I don't care how good your sweet your car is. I don't how awesome your mouthpiece is. You know what I mean? All that. Man, look, me and you we ain't more alpha than the system. The system is rigged against it. You ain't more alpha than the legal system. You know what I mean? Oh, no matter how tall you are, all these things that, you got to be 6 feet tall. You got to be 6-inch wiener. You got to have a six-pack. All these things, these are the dudes that's impregnating these chicks. And the chick go, what? Take them to court, man? Because she tired of them after a while. It's kind of... It's kind of like... I think that's why I was thinking about the dating coaches and stuff. They teaching you how to do the best that you can in dealing the acquisition and how to, quote, quote, control used harlots in a harlot culture, such as America, a dysfunctional, toxic culture, which like I said, also in this culture, men are socialized to be simps. So I do understand the need or, the perceived need of dating coaches, you know what I mean? But I think it's really, instead of a dating coach, it need to be more like a, relationship guide and basically some like videos like I do and stuff. Red pill teach men about where you living at, these women, and how, the realities of this stuff. Because a lot of us is not raised to be understanding women. We're not really raised to be put up on wisdom and game of these women and how to deal with this stuff in the toxic culture of America. Because a lot of us grew up here and are separated from our fathers and don't have our fathers sitting us down, look, son, this is what you got to deal with these women, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? It ain't no family structure like that. And if you're blessed and fortunate enough to sit down with your sons and tell them the game, that's a blessing. But that's supposed to... See, in this toxic environment, that's a blessing. In this toxic environment, being able to sit down with your own children and tell them the truth about this and that, that's actually a blessing. Because it's set up for her to have majority of the leverage. And a lot of these women work hard to make sure that the son cannot have the sit-down talk with their father. So in this toxic environment, it is a blessing to be able to actually sit down and give your son game with wisdom and discipline concerning these women. It's a blessing. So, but what I'm saying, it's sad that it is a blessing because that's supposed to be a given. You're supposed to, man, this culture's trash, bro. When you look at, all right, so let's go with hookup culture, man. Okay, hookup culture, these are the different things that hookup culture, aka American matriarchy, feminism, it promotes. It breeds shamelessness and harlotry, whoredom. In this type of society, it breeds fatherlessness. I mean, what I call Maury Povichism. Maury Povich doing paternity tests. You are not the father. You are the father. All right, Pookie, you're not the father, but will you help take care of little Dark Quavion? Nah, man, I ain't taking care of that little bastard. I don't care about... Well, what about you, Justin? You're not the father. Will you take care of a little Dark Quavion? Yeah, Maury, I've been there for that Quavion. I had a feeling that it wasn't my kid, but you know, Keisha need me, and I've been helping the kid. So yeah, I'll be there more. Yeah. You're more of a father. But I forgot the simple. You're more of a father, Justin, than even Pookie, because you're willing to take care of Pookie's kid. And then, Pookie, thanks, Justin. I appreciate it, man. You see what I mean? This is all some trash, bruh. But so this is what I call Maury Povicism. Maury Povich wouldn't even have, if you had a patriarchal construct where the father approved the husband, not the boyfriend or the bust down, the dude, where the father is gonna say he don't want his daughter to be no hoe or no bust down. Where if you remove the father, like what the American family court system do, and remove the father from the equation, who's there to guide, direct, and restrict things? Who's there to be the shepherd, to guide the sheep, aka his children, away from harlotry and away from filthy women and stuff, and telling them who there to guide them when they're out of pocket? Nobody. So the father is the shepherd, the head, to guide this stuff. And if you just got the woman, which that's what America promotes, fatherlessness, man, not knowing who the freaking kid is. And also, it promotes, it breeds effeminate men. Me and one of my kids was walking, and it's crazy because we was just talking about how America breeds this rainbow coalition, and you can't, a lot of times you have these masculine men and these feminine women, or masculine women and feminine men. You can't tell the difference. Chick say today, oh, she identify as a Christmas tree, you know what I mean? Or tomorrow she identify as a man. Or, next week she identify as a dog, you know what I mean? Later on she identify as a Scooby snack, you know what I mean? So it's like, you can't decide, so you can't, who is it? What is he? I'm a binary, non-binary. Man, get that, man, look. This one old white dude, they said, do you know, he said, they asked the old white dude, they said, he said, what are you? He said, I'm a man. And he said, how do you know you're a man? That was an interview. He said, because I got a dick and balls. It's some old, 70, come on with this, man. This whole non-binary, this, that, rainbow color, LGBT, all this crap came, recently really pushed in the last, 5 years or whatever. Really, really pushed, man. What is a woman? I don't know what a woman is. What is? Today I want to identify as a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You know what I mean? This is stupid, bro. Which is why the Most High are going to eradicate this place. But that's what America promotes, man. Effeminate men, masculine women. The horror culture, hookup culture promotes all these things. STDs, not knowing who the father is. Maury Povich-ism. High numbers of baby deletions. Because she want to keep her body tight so she can continue to enjoy her liberation. She wants to continue to enjoy her hookup culture. I seen this video with this young 18-year-old Latina chick talking about, basically, she was talking about some filthy stuff, like she wanted to be blasted by have basically a bunch of different dudes. Basically, she wanted to be in a group orgy kind of situation. And she was chasing the big ones, the big wiener. She was like, I haven't even had no experience like this. And she was basically, I think she had a man too. And it was like, wow, what an insult. You had a boyfriend. I think she had a boyfriend and she was talking about all these experiences. Yeah, I got a boyfriend, but he's talking about being, she was like, I'm an 18-year-old Latina. I look good, so I want to have all these different experiences. And she was like, wow, man, to hear these women vocalize. Social media, one of the blessings of social media is that you've been able to hear her spirit, her mind, the truth from her, because she has no fear. Shame is not applied. She said she want to be piped by multiple dudes at the same time. And she said she want a 13-inch-old sausage or something. Yeah, I mean, these are hoes. And to judge yourself whether or not this woman who want multiple dudes at the same time, which is probably a majority of women, wouldn't mind that. How can you compete with multiple dudes at the same time? You only got one wiener. So y'all see what I mean? The hoe gonna leave because she got multiple. She want greener pastures and more. She want to change horses on the carousel. You know what I mean? Or multiple horses. Like you can't compete with this, bro. She had, way more experiences than most men will ever have. The average or even ugly woman can have more sexual experiences than even a good-looking dude, bro. God. Like, a woman can have like multiple dudes in one night, even if she ugly. Whereas a dude, even if he good looking, he probably got to, talk to this broad, work some game. And it's like, man, it's so easy for him. So, it's not even comparable. But anyway, let's go. What else does this wonderful hookup culture promote? Maury Povich-ism, baby deletions, loss of identity, mental illness. Women out here getting, don't even know what their purpose is. I don't know what a woman's supposed to be doing. Cooking, cleaning, they listening to older madams and prostitutes about how they should, you gotta have him spend, at least $5,000 before he get the kitty. Now this dude over here, he been getting the kitty for free and you been paying him. But this dude over here, who you really don't like, you gonna make him wait, what was it, Steve Harvey, 90 days. Yeah, she can make another you. It's all foolishness, bro. The other thing that this hookup culture promotes is a man's inability to pass on generational wealth, bro. Because the woman, think about this, bro. I want to really just think about this. Hookup culture, and basically empowered by the state, strips men of their ability to pass their money, their wealth, their resources, their land. So it's like it strips men of that ability to pass that on to their children, their children's children. In a patriarchal construct, you can do that. You can have your 20 acres or whatever and some silver and gold and all this, pass it down to your son. And then that acreage or whatever will be your son's to pass on to his son. You know what I mean? And then the money builds up generation after generation. That's a patriarchal construct. The patriarchy is so restrictive. They want to keep women cooking and cleaning. Well, what happens when you let women free, liberated? Nothing can be sustained. And the reason that you can't pass on generational wealth in general, because this man builds, let's say he got $400,000 in cash, in wealth, right? And he got, 2 acres and he got, be some gold or whatever. Well, guess what? In American society, that's not his. 50% at least of that is hers. And when she get the itch to ride the carousel because she tired of being with the dude, he on whatever reason, he worked too much. He worked too much. He never give me no attention, or he give me too much attention, or this dude I just met at the grocery store, he's taller than him, or whatever triggers this woman. Because in America, it's no shame. In America, she's financially incentivized and funded by the government, by a family court, to leave this dude that she married to, take the bag. And the kids, which is a continuous bag, they do, what's her name? Kim Kardashian. When you got the women at the top, the Kim Kardashians, the Jada Pinkett Smiths, the Rihannas, not Rihanna's, the other prostitute, man. It was Leah. I think it was her. No, not Leah. The one that married Russell Wilson. Give me that money. Like, dude, all the women at the top, it's like, had these situations where they got their dudes' testicles in a vice. Or they already separated. They have the dude's testicles in her purse, and give the testicles back to the dude, like with Will Smith. Jada Pinkett been emasculating this dude. Get to the red table. Let's talk about, she talking about all the sexual acts she done did, and emasculating this dude. and snipped his testicles. But then when Chris Rock said so, that's my wife, she gave Will Smith a nasty look. Oh, she basically giving Will Smith his testicles back. Hey, that's my wife. Now he got the permission to be a man, so to speak. Man, and these are your multi-millionaires, bro. These are your multi-millionaires, bro. So it's difficult to pass on generational wealth because it's rigged, man. The system is rigged to, what the heck is this? Okay, the system rigged to extract resources from men and give those resources to the female so she can have fun on the carousel. So how can you pass on generational wealth when a woman's likely to divorce the dude and destroy, the wealth that he's unbuilt and jump to the new guy and do the same thing? Or jump to a Chad or a Pookie and give that money to him. You just need to build. Black men don't build. You just need to find the right one. You should watch out for those red flags. You need to find the right one. It's you. You did this. Sure, you're in a swamp and the majority of the environment that you're in is filled with alligators, snakes, and, pigs and, and slimy creatures. But you need to stay dry. You need to find the right woman in this needle in a haystack. You know what I mean? If it's not, it's your fault. You know what I mean? But never mind the system. Never mind the court system that's set up to fund these women. Never mind the lack of shaming. It's you. Never mind the majority of these women ain't built to be wives. Nah, it's you. And even if she is a wife today, tomorrow, and later on today, she might get the itch and want to get rid of you. Give me half of everything you ever earned. Give me the kids for a consistent paycheck. I mean, how much money did, let's look at an example. Kim Kardashian. Now, she is a good looking probably, she is, but that's not marriage material. But Kanye West, I'm going to build all this stuff. I'm going to be a multi-million. Now he's a billionaire. Well, I don't know what now, because why? Give me half. So now you got these kids by this chick, I think like 2 or 3. So that's the income stream. What does Kim Kardashian do, bro? What talent does she have, bro? Like, what does she do for the world other than turn other women into prostitutes? Yeah, I mean, she was really, before it was like, what, Beyonce was the main thing the main woman that, women looked up to for, liberated and strong, independent, 304ism. But then Kim Kardashian came on the scene and she kind of took the range and just blasted it. So women look up to her as like, okay, she went hypergamously to one dude to the next dude. Broke, got with Kanye, broke him. Give me half everything you ever earned and you've ever built, because she's built nothing. Give me that and give me the kid. Right? So now she got the income. So you just need to make money. Y'all see what I mean? It's all bull crap. Even the multi-millionaires is getting crushed by the system. So if you're not being chosen by these defiled 304s, count yourself lucky in a way. You know what I mean? Personally, I've dealt with a few of these, liberated feminists, all that. But like I said, man, what did you get out of it? Some experiences. Yeah, you got some easy cheeks, you know what I mean? And, you got a few chicks simping on you, but really what you really got? All you really got at the end of the day is the man in the mirror and the man upstairs. You know what I mean? So it's like, when I sit back and look like, man, I had a few of these, slut bags, but the reality is majority of these hoes left. Some of them come back, yeah, I'm sure, but they left. So it's like, you got to have a mentality like, wow, I don't really care about you. You know what I mean? I don't really care about you like that, because likely you gonna leave. Now, when you're in my life, I'm gonna treat you with respect, blah, 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 and you're gonna serve, you know what I mean? That's how I look at women, period, that you be involved with. Excuse me. That you be involved with, like, as a woman, your wife, your girlfriend, your concubine. They here to serve, man. And you know what I mean? And when I look at it like, I don't have the mentality that a woman gonna be with me forever. You know what I mean? I look at it like, all right, as long as she with me, all right, you know, she gonna kick in. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna be better off if she leave. I don't want her to leave because that's why I'm leaving, you know, wanting her in my life and allowed her in anyway. But if she leave, hey, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be in a better position. So that's how I look at it, man. But you know, one of the main points I just basically want to drive home is that this is not the issue of, like, say, a woman leaving you, or you ain't able to get chicks, or some kind of combination like that, or, you know, basically, you know, you can't get a chick or your chick leaving, basically. It ain't really a you problem. Maybe it's a little bit of you, yeah, but it's also women is not socialized in America to be wives and to stick it out, bro. They're not punished for leaving the family. Like I said, Eastern culture, a woman could be punished. So, well, you know, depending on how Eastern you get and patriarchal you get, some women will be, you know, deleted. You know what I mean? But other than the extreme, I'm talking about socially. She leave her husband, she'll be socially ostracized. And then number two, there ain't no financial incentive to bail her out when she want to run to them dire streets. But in America, which is a matriarchy, there is financial incentive funded by the government for her to get out there in them dire streets. I would even say that it's even more difficult for her to be a dedicated wife because of the abundance of options, whether it be, you know, social media or dating sites, or just super thirsty, socially created to be desperate men that we have here in America. With no brother, ain't no bro code. I had a bro code. I believe in the bro code. I had a variety of different women who wanted to get with me, but they had a man. I'm like, you got to ask these questions. You know what I mean? No, I ain't gonna do that. Because you married, you got a man. Not I know, you know. So you got to ask up front. You know what I mean? But I believe in the bro code. Love your neighbor as yourself. But man, a lot of these dudes, they don't care. But man, hey, he need to be doing. If he was taking care of what he was supposed to be taking care of, she wouldn't be over here. So you know, I don't believe in the bro code. You know what I mean? But so it's difficult for a woman actually to be a decent woman here in America because it's so easy for her to be a 304, a monkey branching, child support collecting, you know, divorce settlement acquiring, you know what I mean, monkey branching 304. It's difficult to her actually because it's a big support system for her to be a 304. She got the media, she got the music, she got a whole bunch of other worn out 304s, her mother, her sister, her auntie, her cousin, her grandma. It's a bunch of enablers here for her to just go to them by our streets. But for her to be now this is my opinion, for her to be a decent female, I don't really see a strong support system for her to be that way. So, you know, you gotta kind of just know that this is what it is, man. But don't judge yourself. You know what I mean? This is a societal problem. This ain't just you inadequate. You can be a regular, just standard dude. You know what I mean? This society in America is absolutely not built to sustain a family. And, you know, that will continue generation to generation. This is a matriarchy. It is built to extract resources from men and to liberate the female with those freaking resources. Like, for example, I just had a thought. You got a dude, a man in Indonesia, or a man in the Philippines, regular dude, or regular dude in Colombia. You know what I mean? You can be a regular dude in certain countries and get you a regular or really good looking female compared to American standards. But in America, like, I repeat that. You could be a regular, Indian dude or whatever. I'm like, man, this Indian dude, look at his woman. She's so good looking. Like, he's not so super rich and super tall and stuff. He's a regular looking dude, bro. But look what he got. And then you look at America, you got this dude who rich, who still can't keep his woman in check. Or a regular dude, a lot of time, what do they say, about 30-something% of men haven't had no sex in the last year here in America. Some of those dudes probably married. You know what I mean? It's sad, bro. But see, in America, it's like the women have all the choice. And whereas, like, say, in a patriarchal construct, or I would say more pro-male and pro-family, regular dudes can get regular and good-looking chicks regular. In America, it's just not so because you got chicks a lot of times who's like 3s and 4s believing that they 10s. I'm a 10. I'm definitely a 10. Yeah, I'm a 10. Like, you're not a 10. You're 200 pounds. You're not a 10. You got a receding hairline. You're not a 10. You got weed. Blotches on your skin. You're not a 10. You're a 3. A strong 3, a weak 4. Yeah, I'm a 10. I don't know, man. But this is what I'm saying. Don't judge yourself based on how many of these prostitutes you can lay down with. You know what I mean? Which is a majority of American women. You know, American women basically ain't, you know, the structure, man, I don't know. Let me read some of these notes. Instead of judging oneself based on how many prostitutes you can lay down with, men in America, this is something I was thinking about. Now check this out. Men in America should work together to force traditional values and remove the legal structure that punishes men by default. Now, I already know. I don't see this happening. You know what I mean? So what I'm saying is that men, instead of trying to meet a woman's, what I'm saying, basically, in a matriarchal construct such as America, you got men sniffing after women and women laying down the rules. All right, you got to be 6 feet tall. You got to have a 6-pack, 6-inch wiener, make 6 figures. That's their contract that they laying down for the men, saying this is what you need to do to acquire me. So that's a matriarchy. The women is determining what a man needs to do. But men, so she has these standards, but the man only had no standards. If he has standards, oh, he's sassy. If he has standards, oh, you hate women. Oh, you got standards, you got small wiener energy, small money energy. His standards are shamed because it's a matriarchy. Women got too much voice, man. So, I don't see, that's what men should do. Men supposed to set the standards by which society goes. You built society, but that's not really going to happen here in America because it's built to, number one, the real main reason why it ain't going to change is because the government makes super tons and tons of money keeping things exactly the way that they are. Making money off of, they say the family court system makes so much money, you know what I mean, from these divorces and child support and alimony payments. They make a percentage off of that, bro. All billions and billions of dollars every month, probably. So why would they give that up? The government incentivized family destruction. And, so it's like they make all this money off of this stuff. So dating coaches basically help men how to navigate acquire. I mean, it's some good things. I'm not saying all dating coach. Like, it's some good things you could take, build yourself up, hit the gym, feel better. At the same, you could be ultra dude. You could be her dating choice selection and all of this. Her Pookie and Chad and all of this. Guess what? You're still in a matriarchal construct, a legal construct, and they'll throw you in jail if you don't bow down to paying this child support. Or also, let's do this. I forgot about this. Then you also have the Pookie and the Chads who get caught up in the system because a woman cried false grape allegations. I forgot about that point. Yeah, you got the family court system, but you also got the criminal court part of it too. She can do false grape allegations if she don't like him or he didn't call her back. Oh, he raped me. Where it was completely consensual, but because she felt some kind of way, maybe Brad or Chad or Pookie bragged about it, said she ain't got no booty, or maybe she was, maybe he laid down with her, it was all consensual, and he was telling her, man, she had an odor, you know what I mean, her BBL was stinking, you know what I mean. So hey, I mean, hey man, or pulling her hair and the weave, the track came out, it said pop, straight. I mean, maybe, you know how women be gossiping about men? And you know, Chad and Pookie, you know what I mean? She like, man, that chick, man, she don't smell good. And he tell, you know, some other dudes. And so now she getting her feelings. Or maybe he with her and he don't call her back. He ghosts her. It's like, man, she ain't no good. You know, I don't, she clingy or she ain't good in the sack. Forget that chick. And so now weeks and days go by, and now what was consensual, and this is Pookie and Chad, was consensual because she in her feelings, now it's grape. Now she crying and got a whole bunch of chicks around. So Pookie can get caught up. Chad and Pookie can get caught up in the fake grape allegations. Chad and Pookie can get caught up in the, child support, family court system. Or then third, oh, dude, no. So whether you Chad Pookie or you rich dude or anybody, it's socially structured, systematically set up like this, bro. But there was a third one. Domestics. It's the same, the criminal court. Oh, it's domestics. Oh, Chad, Chad and Pookie, you know what I mean, got angry or whatever. You know, the women like the volatile men who think, a kid and a female and a kid in a man's body, you know what I mean? And they like to trigger him, you know what I mean? And getting his emotions. And she liked the drama and all the suspense. And she liked getting punched, but then act like she don't like getting punched. But after a while, she get tired of getting punched. And so now she want to go to another Pookie, but don't know how to get rid of him. So you get rid of him through the court. You know what I mean? It's the same system, bro. So dating coaches, I just thought about it. They showing you how to be this ultra dude and how to swim in a toxic waste dump. Like for example, would you rather swim in a swimming pool, or would you rather swim like you got a factory? We got factories around here, and you got the factories dump some of their stuff into the environment, like the sewage and all that stuff, and whatever. And so that water is like toxic. You know what I mean? It ain't been purified yet. You know what I mean? And so, would you rather swim in that water in the pond or the lake behind the factory, or would you rather swim in a swimming pool? You see what I mean? Same dude, you put him in that toxic waste area, he gonna get sick. You know what I mean? But take him out of there, put him in a chlorine pool. You know what I mean? He'll be straight. That's similar to American culture. Is toxic, and if you want more so a more healthier environment, it behooves you to be into another country. You know what I mean? Dealing in the pool of females. You know what I mean? But dating coaches show you how to swim better. You know what I mean? In a toxic lake. You know what I mean? You just got to up level, man. You just got to up level. It's some truth to it and stuff. But I just thought about too. Just as shoot. I just thought about it. A lot of these dating coaches and a lot of these Western, American women, they be they say gaslighting, and they be shaming dudes for passport bros going overseas. You know what I mean? They do that. I said, why would the men care about other men going overseas? And I said the passport, the dating coaches have a motivation just like the women have a motivation. See, in hookup culture, in hookup culture full of hedonism and feminism, the dating coaches make a lot of money off of selling dudes a course. So the women make money off of dudes who have, pay attention to this right here. Both the dating coaches and the American women have a financially invested, they have a financial incentive to keep men from going overseas, because they both, the dating coach and the American woman, making money off the men. So the dating coach, let me repeat that. The dating coach and the Americanized woman don't want men to go overseas to find a wife, because both the dating coach and the American woman look at that as that's their money going away. Because who will buy my course? If I tell you that all you really got to do is, spend some money, go to, Puerto Rico or Colombia, put yourself in a swimming pool as opposed to a toxic waste dump. And yeah, you make some mistakes here, but, you learn the language or whatever, but, and you'll be in an environment that's more, or the Philippines where you ain't really got to learn language like that, you know what I mean? Basically, if I tell you that changing your environment is going to be more powerful than changing yourself while you're swimming in a toxic pool, if I tell you to change your environment, hey man, I ain't going to make no money. So I want to funnel you down to, buy my course. You know what I mean? We got the gold. First, for that, I'm going to give you the free ebook. You know what I mean? Within the free ebook, it's going to be, something to tell you need to, different sales pitches and different upgrade, buttons that you can up level to the bronze package. Yeah, the bronze package is a little bit more, but why even settle for the bronze package? You can get the silver package, but the silver package, it's better than the bronze, but yeah, it's more money, but forget about the money, forget about the cost. How much do you want to invest in yourself? You know what I mean? So now the gold package, is pure gold. Now you want to be, you can do bronze, but why do you want to do bronze? You can do silver. Why do you want to do silver? Don't you want the gold? Gold is more hey, but we got even more. We got the diamond package. You know what I mean? So you need to get this diamond package. Look, these are very like I said, man. These women out here, you go, but look, you have the diamond package. But look, you want to come to a higher level. You know what I mean? You want to be alpha. You understand me? We got the, we got the seminar person. You know what I mean? You come in here and learn. It's only 19. It's only a couple $1,000. But look, do you want to continue to struggle in the dating arena? No, you want to up? Let me show you. Yeah, you can do all little small package, but aren't you worth more? You know what I mean? Aren't you worth more? How much is your relationship? You know what I mean? How much is that worth? But look, you can do the seminar, but look, if you want personal coaching, you understand me? You know what I mean? You can really up level. I'll show you personally things that I know that, you know what I mean, you don't know right now. The majority of men don't know. I show you these secret things. You understand me? So now that we talking about one-on-one one-on-one contact. So you can stay at a bronze level. You know what I mean? You can do all that, but why not? How much do you want to invest in yourself? Are you not worth it? Oh. So what I'm saying, man, the dating coaches have a vested interest in keeping these dudes here, bro. Treading water in the midst of some defiled, male-female culture, bro. So, I don't know. Something else I was thinking about, man. When you get back to hookup culture, okay. We talk about hookup culture. Basically, it's like it promotes women to be, I'm going to talk about vices here. Vices. Let's see. Many things could be a vice. When you look at hookup culture in America, we look at a matriarchal society. It promotes women to be kids in a candy store, basically. Like, kids in a candy store with an unlimited amount of money to buy stuff. You know what I mean? What are they going to do? They're going to gorge themselves. Parents not in there. They just do whatever they want. They're going to get all the best candy to eat. But that's going to cause them to have health problems and stuff. And so I was thinking about vices. And many things could be a vice. And just because something is feel good don't mean you need to do it. You know what I mean? Some people say, doing, certain drugs, that can be, it's like anything can become a vice. Eating food can absolutely become a vice. You can definitely be addicted to food. There's nothing wrong with food, but doing it too much, it can become a vice. A crutch. Drinking alcohol can become a vice. Hit it here and there, you know what I mean? But you gotta not be doing it too much. Else it become a vice and you become addicted. You got really bad health problems. But certain things you don't need to do. You know what I mean? Like certain, like say hair, you know what I mean? And certain drug, and you don't need to do that but it feel good though. right? Or you hit, certain pharmaceuticals and they hit even, doctor give you certain, pharmaceuticals. It feel good, but you can become a vice is what I'm saying. Female attention can become a vice. Female approval can become a vice. You know what I mean? So just even they say, even with the homosexuality, certain things may feel good, but it could become, it was abomination. You shouldn't do it anyways, but that's why you don't need to do it. You should try different things. And when it's in this society, it promotes women to be, this is my whole point, it promotes women to pursue, like a kid in a candy store, pursue multiple vices after vices after vices. Like I said, with the 18-year-old Latina chick, she said she want more than one dude spraying on her. Or she want a, super huge sausage dude. And she want to have multiple experiences. These are all vices, man. And these women is teaching the younger women to go out here and acquire unto themselves prostitute vices. You know what I mean? And so you trying to judge yourself as a man predicated upon a kid in a candy store female who would just want more and more and more and who has an unlimited amount of money. And basically, when you parallel this, a woman in America has an unlimited amount of access to all things whoredom. Hedonism promotes her to enjoy the pleasures of vices. She has an unlimited black card, right? Diners Club or whatever. I ain't on that level, you know what I mean? The platinum card, the black card, whatever that is. She can, so it's about the lust. So the lust of the world, basically, they're endless. There's all kind of vices and triggers and things to be stimulated by. You know what I mean? So a chick that I had multiple dudes at the same time, now her vice, her what turns her on is elevated now. That's like when I say a woman who out there at 304 and even the working chicks, it ain't really much that can stimulate them no more. You only have one wiener. She done been stimulated by 5 at one time. How can you compete with that? You see what I mean? Like, in trying, the problem is you can have a mental hang-up by trying to compete with her experiences. But her as a woman in America is like a kid in a candy store, unrestricted. You can't compete with her experiences. This is her realm. This is her hookup. This is her world. This is her time. This is the particular period of time where the woman was going to be able to rule. And she's enjoying the lust of her body, enjoying hedonism, enjoying the vices that the world has to offer her. You and me can't experience that. The multimillionaire many times can't even experience, without paying a lot of times, what a regular or way below average chick can get for free. This woman will have multiple experiences and opportunities that some dude that had to actually build himself up can't even get. So, there's all kind of vices and triggers and things to be stimulated by. I'll read some of these notes. Things to be sexually aroused by. And like I said, these things have let me see here. Well, basically, when you look at vices and stuff, these vices cannot be, it's like appetites. You go get hungry. You can't never be unhungry, right? Or you thirsty. You can't never be like what I'm saying is like in this current state of being, you're going to be hungry. You're going to be thirsty, right? And so, anything that becomes a vice, it has an appetite attached to it. And so just because you can do something don't mean you should do something. You know what I mean? Like I said, you might like certain pharmaceuticals and it might like just be great, but then you might not be able to handle like some people with those them kind of I don't know the name and stuff, but certain kind of pharmaceuticals I remember when I had an injury and I had a muscle relaxer. And I was like, oh, shoot. I was like, I don't never take pharmaceuticals like that heavy. And I was like, oh, wow. And I kind of got a little, I didn't want no long term enough. And I was like, oh, I liked it. You know what I mean? Because I was like, oh, everything is it's cool, man. So a certain kind of pharmaceutical could put you in a state. I forgot the name of the ones that Xannies or something, and put people in a relaxed state of mind. Now, if you need that to get through, etc., through an injury or something, okay, cool. But when you make it a vice, then you become stimulated by it. You see what I mean? And you won't be, the appetite is for it. See what I mean? And so with the woman in America, all of her appetites can be fulfilled without shame, funded by the government, funded by simps. She's a kid literally in the candy store. And this is where the woman in the West is like a hamster, a woman on like a hamster on a hamster wheel, because women are supposed to be restricted, bro. They're not supposed to be able to do whatever the heck they want to do. So it is what it is, man. Female nature is female nature. Like they say, man, if a woman ain't got no instructions, she headed for self-destruction. And that's basically what you got in America, is a bunch of women who have destroyed themselves through over much liberty. Too much feminism, too much freedom, too much liberty, and they have destroyed themselves. Destroyed marriages, destroyed relationships, even destroyed and deleted babies, destroyed babies' lives. And this is all so that she can continue to indulge in state-sponsored hedonism, also known as feminism. State-sponsored hedonism. That's what this is. It's not you ain't alpha. You ain't this, you ain't that. But then this dude, regular dude in another country, got a good-looking regular chick or multiple chicks in his own country. That's the environmental thing, bro. You ain't swimming good enough. What's wrong with you? You dirty. Yeah, you swimming in polluted waters instead of a regular swimming pool. It's something I was thinking about, man. And two things I want to mention, man. One, re-mention. Remember, man, if Adam, the man who owned, or the one who was the king of the entire earth, the woman still sinned on him, man. Who is me and you, bro? Think about that, bro. She chose the dark side. I think that women, let me put it like this. Women in general have the same nature. I really believe this. I just think that, so you got a woman that's in an Eastern culture. She's under patriarchy. She's under her father. And she understand not to be no 304 and all that, because she could get deleted or bad things could happen to her. She'd be removed from the family, you know what I mean, and looked down upon, because in their countries, common sense is applied and whoredom is looked down upon. But in America, see, the difference is that America provides an atmosphere that the woman can be, hedonistic and running after all of her desires like that. And America is the physical exact definition, like how women, the physical manifestation of hedonism. Just like a kid in this candy store, man. She ain't got no instructions. She headed for self-destruction. So, it's just something I was thinking about, man. And, just when you got a culture like America, well, ain't no culture like America, exactly, but American culture is such that the women make the rules, and women complaining about what men ain't bringing to the table, because she believes she is the table. She don't need to bring nothing. So you got a culture basically that's a woman culture. Woman king. This is a woman king culture right here, man. And she lays down the rules and the regulations by which men in this culture have to, run after. So that's why you got this whole thing with the 6 figures, 6 feet tall, 6-inch wiener, and 6-pack. These are all female demands. Then when you ask, what does this woman bring to the table? What is she bringing? Nothing. Because she thinks she's a god, man. And quite honestly, in this setup, this artificially constructed setup, in this atmosphere, she is a god. Because men has been socialized to be simp parishioners of her church. the church of Keisha and Karen, you know what I mean? But all that, when I look at that whole 6 feet, feet tall, all that is women throwing on a contract and negotiating price with their tricks, man. But anyways, man, this is something I was thinking about, man. This hookup culture is not really good for nobody. And you got a few women out here trying to distance themselves from feminism and all of that. But again, you got a lot of chameleons. You got a lot of these women who acting like they are against feminism and stuff. But it's not really, you shouldn't be. So what? You say that you ain't with feminism, but you got to do it on child support. You say that words is cheap. Anybody can say anything. And so you got to kind of watch. One thing I want to say, and I'm pretty much done, you got to watch a lot of these females who, they're like chameleons, man. Right now, they feeling the crunch of, economic crunch and stuff like that. They scared of war in Israel and stuff, and they scared of this, they scared of that. But the reality, they just changing up, man. They just doing the okie doke, a lot of them, and they just chameleons, you know what I mean? Like this soft girl era, what do they call it? Trad con wives and trad wives. And all. Man, I'm not going to believe these chicks, bro. Like, I'm not stupid, bro. And you guys shouldn't believe nothing they say either. Because no matter what they say, the reality is that, yeah, today they could be like, yeah, it's this and that. But you only know her after some, the reality is that you still live in a culture that empowers her. Whether she want to take power and use the power that the government give her or not, the point is that the power is still in her hand, though. So, anyways, that's something I was thinking about, brothers. The hedonistic hookup culture of America and how this ain't built for you, man. And even for the Brad, Chad, and the Pookies and Ray Rays, it's built for them to, but they still caught up in the trap too. You know what I mean? They still caught up because yeah, you smash all these bras, but then you kind of put yourself in a position to get caught up through the legal system. You know what I mean? Whether it be family court or criminal court, fake charges. You know what I mean? Fake allegations. You know what I mean? Or, you kind of put the woman still hold. But my main point in thinking about all this stuff, state-sponsored hedonism, aka feminism, is that even if you are a dude who get chicks like that, you still, especially with this Me Too stuff, you still got a potential to get caught up if she don't like you no more. You know what I mean? And now I think about we call it the Bill Cosbyism, the Bill Cosby effect. Like how many women that accused him of rape and all this stuff actually willingly went ahead with everything he said? What was it, like 50 chicks or something that came out to get this old man? Come on, man. He was famous. He had access to pharmaceuticals. They partook of it. They liked it because it was young and tight. Now they older and bitter, and now they all want to play victim at the same time. But how many of these women willingly did this stuff? Proof not necessary, right? So if these are your top level dudes, bro, getting caught up in the system, bro. So how's this you? You know what I mean? How's this a you problem? This is state-sponsored hedonism. Women doing whatever the heck they want to do, sponsored by the government. There's nothing really, it ain't no more than that, bruh. So that's what I was thinking about hookup culture and all of the quote benefits thereof. And hopefully you guys have found this video. I ain't mean to make it this long, but hopefully y'all found this empowering. Just think about this hedonism, man. That's just what it is. It's structured like this for her to do whatever the heck she want to do, bro. And you can't overcome this by being, I'm alpha, I hit the gym. Who was it? Kylie Muscle. I think his woman left him or something like that. How you gonna leave Kylie Muscle? The dude is, how you gonna leave it? He's Kylie Muscle, right? You know what I mean? So you got chicks, Shaq's wife left him. He's 7 foot tall, a multi-millionaire, famous, right? All this stuff, 6 feet tall. His wife left him. One of the best centers I've ever seen in my life. Left him. You got Steph Curry. His wife, sitting whining and complaining that she ain't getting attention. Like, she ain't getting attention from random dudes. Like, dude, you married to Steph Curry, bro. One of the best point guards offensively that ever been, bro. No, I want attention. Like, look Will Smith. Come on, bro. This is a hookup culture. This is a hedonistic culture, bro. It's not you, bro. These are the top dudes. They're going through this stuff. You need to level up. You need to get more money. Well, who got more money than Shaq? Who got more money than Will Smith? You know what I mean? And so look at who got more money than Jeff Bezos. Look how this woman treating it. I hope this nigga wasn't dumb enough to marry that chick. She all up in the face of what's that dude name? Dang. The dude playing Titanic. Leonardo DiCaprio. She all up in Leonardo DiCaprio's face. You know what I mean? Man, dude, this is a culture, bro. Don't internalize this crap too much. This is a cultural and legal system thing. It's built. This is a hedonistic culture. It ain't you being inadequate. You being a beta. You know what I mean? Yeah, some of this, some of that. Yeah, sure. But, somebody that would be considered a beta here can pick up a good-looking wife abroad. You see dudes who, if they would come, Filipino dude, standard, I show y'all pictures of stuff. Indonesian dude, pick that same dude up, take him, put him up here in American culture. This dude probably commit suicide, man. You know what I mean? Because the market is so different, man. You know what I mean? Like, dude, this is a cultural problem, man. You know what I mean? Your arms too heavy, your arms too small to fight with the culture, you know what I mean? So anyways, brothers, like, share, and subscribe. If you want to donate and support the channel, go ahead and use the Cash App in the description. And if you want to email me, go ahead and do so. Peace, brother.